Alright, and we're back for the last part of Empire of Mistakes, part 3, of week
Whoa!
14.
Where's the lie, though?
Empire of Mistakes, part Osmosis Jones.
Oh, yeah! Oh.
Can we change the name? That's officially
No
the
one's gonna
name.
get that in the YouTube video. No
I
one.
know, I know. That's what they deserve.
So as you guys come back into the scene, the rest of the large Guardian Titan individuals lumber off, most of them towards the Onyx castle-like structure in the northern district, as the rest of you, minus an Asteron who's on the table next to the two-headed beast, stand on the ground looking at him, the right head's sharp eyes glancing at the five of you on the ground, control leaking from his utter persona. Now, about you helping me.
Yeah.
Just from your simple attire, I assume that you broke yourselves in here off of a guard's undersight. I also can assume, for the fact that you all remain here intact, that you have some means of being able to handle yourselves. I also can deduce you had a certain run-in with a very stubborn Gruul, since you seem to be wearing his colors rather brazenly at that. His eyes lock on Raya.
I didn't do shit.
Actually, you did all the shit, in fact.
You're a
That's
literal
the reason why you got
beacon
it.
of the baneful flame right now.
Yeah.
I just fucking stare back.
Now the confusing part, I must add, is how you have a scabbard and a priest in one sitting.
Is there any reason why we shouldn't? Because you seem remarkably knowledgeable on political issues on an entirely different plane.
Just because my ears stay low to the ground doesn't mean my eyes pierce upwards.
Yeah. Right. But we all kind of have the common goal at the moment. We don't want to be on this plane. We want to be somewhere else. Back to our plane. Specifically. So rather willing to ignore any issues we might normally have with each other.
He snorts. Your issues are of no concern, but your capability, that, on the other hand, is what intrigues me. He leans down, his hand scooping Asteron up as if he was like a casual item on his desk. Now, I'm not one to be ignorant on how people see our kind. Dumb as rocks, most would put it. What you stand before here is no rock. I am the definition of diamond in the rough, he says as he roughly tosses Ostron to the ground, rolling him almost like if he was a ball.
Let me go help him up.
Thank you. Ow, my head. Ow, my neck.
I can see that, and I've heard that your boss is more of the same.
More or less. Now, with lies being pushed aside, give me your true intentions here, and unlike my brother here, I will not fail to see through it.
We're here because we need to get a tome, because someone else is currently keeping some other friends of ours hostage, and is also holding the I suppose the carrot in front of our eyes of being able to be sent back to Tillith. It's very carrot in the stick, and a
What
bit
is the name
cliched,
of this
honestly.
antagonist?
I'd rather not say. From what I'm aware, you're not exactly on the best of terms.
He sighs.
Weird sigh.
That didn't sound like
Seeing
a
you
sigh.
all being brought here, making your way to the spire, finding entrance, making passage. You had to go past the black, Black Spire. There we go. Not Black
There you
Spire.
go.
Black Tower.
Get eventually.
The only thing I know further in that direction besides the plane of glass is the dark marsh. He stops, sits in his chair and smirks. The evil mage in the swamp.
Would be a good assumption to make.
As much as I would like to give Utad, or Hutad, the benefit of the doubt, coming up with something so clever is beyond his station. Though, making your passage, that's confusing. You must be something great to Utad at the same time. It looks to be you've garnered some powerful allies.
Get away along.
Allies is a strong word.
And then your target. The tome you speak of.
Yes.
One of the last articles of Valistanen.
Don't know anything about that. I just know it's a tome.
He would look you guys over, but since none of you actually do know its true nature, he just looks like he's eyeing you for any lies you may be telling.
Quite literally been given the bare minimum information, possibly even less than the bare minimum.
And that is not a lie.
Quite frankly, I think it's pretty amazing that we got this far. I think we should, I think we deserve it on merit alone.
You realize if that evil mage ever guards back his tome, that my lord took from him, he would return to what he does best, gaining power to become an unstoppable force that will destroy everything in his wake. And you're fine with that.
Kinda does have our friends hostage. Well, not my friends personally, honestly, I don't know anyone here. More just people hostage in general, and he also has the ability to get us home.
That roll was specifically to see if he was being truthful on that.
He doesn't seem to be telling any lies. But he also doesn't seem to be telling full truths.
I mean, I'm not exactly a fan of him, but don't exactly have much of a choice.
Then where does your weight lie in this Riceland of the Black Flame? He
I
says
just want-
towards the others, since
Oh.
Akiyama's stated his
Yeah.
involvement.
We are tools used by Raceland at the current moment. Nothing more, nothing less.
Tools that I expect to be discarded once he gets what he wants.
Hopefully into Tillith.
Maybe your ashes will return. I
So
offer
are you
you
gonna-
this.
Okay. Yeah, there it is.
For your services, being resourceful enough to make it to the Mother Heart in one piece. I assume this being your entire company not lost on the way.
Yeah.
You could do me a favor.
And what is that favor exactly?
The group that you falsified yourself as, the facilitators. Ever since they came here, they've always been whispering in my lord's ear, getting him to force us into things that our people would never even claim to show involvement in. This bastardization of everything octanth, a singular spire, no matter the height, is still one. It's a tarnish to
Right.
our beliefs. These facilitators even locked me down here to separate me from our Lord. I tell you this now. You steal that book away from my Lord. Take him to your Riceland. Riceland may do as you say. Or he might grab your inner essence to help fuel his spells to make him more powerful. Align yourself with me and my people. We can find you an exit to your pleasing. And if you get rid of the facilitators, you would be given a great boon for your assistance with these outsiders that affect our kind.
How truthful is he in that?
Yeah, I'm sensing that motive because that's the final deal. But oh
There.
boy,
Whoa!
that's the final deal.
Holy
breaker,
shit!
definitely. So, is he on the up and up and making that deal
Damn,
legit?
son.
You can tell that there is definitely no real lies in the words he's saying, but he is being placid enough to not be giving any real truths.
There's no meat to it.
Right.
But as he said, Riceland does have some of our friends hostage, and if we don't do as he said, we might never get them back.
If you do as he says, you will still not get them back. He's probably already used them for his ritual.
His ritual. You said that like specifically, not a ritual. His ritual. What is that?
I have no means to say. I haven't had access to my laboratory and my globes for a while to be able to get that kind of information.
Astro's gonna look over to Akiyama. Like, do you believe this?
Is he on the up and up still?
That last bit about him not having access, you don't believe that.
I understand. Situation's a bit weird right now, but we're giving you the full truth. It's only fair you give us the full truth.
He just smiles. He's looking for a way to summon harvest and bring to a singularity of every dark within the plane.
What does that exactly mean?
The end of this plane is complete and utter control of the dark.
I'm gonna roll a knowledge dark on that. So,
Yeah,
what does that mean exactly? The singularity of all the darks. What does that good power does that give him?
Well, one dark has enough power to, like, take control of, like, 5 people if they're not strong enough to resist it. Being able to wield the entire darkened sun, that could take over worlds.
Astron is both unnerved and intrigued by this. Okay, that's interesting.
If Raceland was this powerful when he had the book, how did your lord take it from him?
That's a good question.
Because we sit upon our mother stone. His magics are worthless here, as if all things of the helix.
Astron for a second is gonna take out his dark tome. Just give me a second. Just want to make sure of this. He's gonna fire it at the ground.
Oh my god. Really?
Right by his feet. Just wants
That's
to.
a dark tome.
Has nothing to
Yeah,
do with
probably-
the helix.
Oh, okay, then what is?
I'm
thought
going to
you-
attempt to use my self-reflection ability, which is the invisibility. It's
You
a light magic spell.
The attempt
Say
to add it, you begin to start regurgitating. As the spell doesn't work and you feel extremely nauseous from the simple attempt of it.
Okay, yeah, it definitely works.
Huh. Interesting. So it's not specifically your people, it's just you all within the tower.
It's a last artifact from our deity before fleeting Tillith.
Alright, so you want us to deal with these facilitators, correct?
He would nod.
Are they like us? Something of a party of Tillith beings?
No. They are a group of Crowborn that found themselves here from a deal that I'm not particularly privy on. But their presence here has been nothing but a thorn in my people's side.
No offense or anything, but if they're all crowborn, how did we get this far claiming we were those?
Because
Is it a we all look the same situation? Or
they can. They have the ability to look like you or not.
So, by the way, that knowledge history was to see if I knew anything about Crowborn.
I imagine you're talking about like Abaddons or something,
Yes,
right?
you know they're Abaddons.
Oh, okay. Oh, those fucking devils. Ugh. Had to be devils, God.
Besides, you stick out like a sore thumb. He gestures towards Suijin. You should think about doing a change of clothes if you want to meld in here to not be caught immediately.
Do you have any for me?
Does it look like it?
This motherfucker.
He's like 20 feet
Well.
tall.
Don't give me. I'll think of something. I don't know. Thank you.
Maybe
For the
try
gift, because-
wearing your clothes inside out.
It's still red on the inside out, motherfucker.
I know I was making fun of you.
That's not funny.
It kind of was to me.
How would we even get to these facilitators? Are they here somewhere in the tower?
The easiest way is getting access to the 8th octane, but without the proper proof of your facilitator's status, even the dumbest of God could see through your ruse.
Well, I'm sure if this is your plan, and it appears to be something you've thought of before, there must be some kind of way around this.
The 2nd octane, their gods are sympathizers of you pink-fleshed and furred creatures. They'd be the easiest to fool. Though from the 2nd octane, that only brings you approximately 2,000 miles up the tower.
Right? Right.
You would still need to figure out the rest of the way to get to the 8th.
Criminy. Okay. Okay. Alright. So anything you could tell us about these Crowborn? Like any specifics? What they look like?
When they don't wear their false flesh, their eyes are like onyx, and their skin ashen, like the burnt pile of wood after a day's burn. Their attitudes are harsh, hateful, but pragmatic. They bleed intelligence and savagery. You'd know them because you would fear them.
We'll see about that. Fucking devils.
Right.
Okay. Dashing gray, onyx things, and they wear false skin. So if we see anyone like us, it's probably them.
Who isn't us? Unless they are. Oh, what if they can look like us?
Yeah, they were talking about false skins. So
As long as you don't go to the first octave, you won't become across the slave yards. So, it's unlikely.
oh, slave yards. Good to
I'm
know.
gonna pretend I didn't hear that part.
So the Mother Stone leads from here. The 7th octave leads from here to where? Where did we come down here from?
The cafeteria.
It was a dinner bell.
Jesus
Knew it.
Christ.
And just so we know our way around, what are the other octaves? The 3 through 6, where do they go?
The third is our training yard where we teach our young. The 4th is where we force their growth, speeding their process of age by 700%.
You think that might be what's leaving them a bit mentally stunted?
Obviously.
Well, why do it?
Blame that on the facilitators.
What you
They
said they were
wanted-
pragmatic, not stupid.
They are pragmatic. Our size and growth in age only grows to unbelievable levels. They don't need us to be smart, they need us to work. People like me who have lived long before their introduction to our society know how our kind was before their entrance.
Right.
And the 5th and 6th then?
Got it. Okay.
And all of these octanes are accessible here, yes, on this level?
The easiest, yes.
But they're not all accessible on every level.
There would be ways to make your way up, though. Doing so on the other levels would require guile and more charm than what you've shown here today.
I see. What,
I feel offended.
So much pain.
how do we tell one from another?
From another what?
How do we tell one octane from another?
By how they're structured. They each have their own style. Other than that, you can go to the center mass that views down to the portcullis to the Mother Stone and count the levels, if you have the ability to count.
I do. Okay.
It's a very quiet idea.
So, question: do you have any pointers on what we can do better next time we come across someone to beguile? For my buddy here, as I pat as Akiyama on the back.
Excuse me.
Don't be such an obvious prick. They're more subtle about being one.
I was just, trying to go for the stereotypical kind of taskmaster kind of angle.
Also, if you're going to
Seems-
speak here, don't call yourself by the name of the person that never leaves the 7th octave.
I quite literally made up a rank. I think it ended up pretty well considering it.
Any rank that we
He
should,
kind of glares at you as you say that.
any rank that we should
Go
put
by.
ourselves out as.
An arc facilitator would be the best. They are just important enough to gain access freely, but low enough on the strum that they aren't given many responsibilities other than booking.
I so want to ask Sujin something. Ah, there he is. He's awake.
I thought you were dead for a minute there.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
buddy?
Not really. No, I had the graveyard shift last night, so kind of hanging on now.
Alright, alright. Okay. Alright. Any other questions that we have to... So, we should...
Assuming
come up
that you are the ones that are involved with getting my lord to leave this place. With Hutad.
Oh. Yes.
Effectively, yes.
Pretty good plan, right?
Then once my father knows that there was no real means to trade in land, he'll return here with a fury which I suggest you leave before that time comes.
Yeah,
That
how
was
long
the
will that
idea.
take? Like, just like 5 hours this time?
Depends on how well Hutad can hold up the charade.
But I mean, like, the travel on the way back is like 5 hours, right?
Depends on if he's mad or not.
Well, let's hope he decides to kill some time by killing some snatchers on the way back, just to, let out some rage. Huh, okay. Alright.
Handle the facilitators for me, and I'll make your passage out of here swift. Do so before my father returns, or you'll find his just rage appointed to the people that wasted his time.
Yes, I mean, definitely sounds like a plan we can do. I have a question. If we were, say we will, but if we were to attempt to get their friends back, what would be the best way of going about it? Because it definitely seems that a frontal assault on that Restalin person wouldn't go very well.
Yes, I don't want to just leave them there. If there's a chance
What I
they're
know
okay.
of the man is he's a powerful mage. I'm assuming if you have any ways to counteract magic, that would be your best bet. Or wait for him to run out of spells.
Running out of spells doesn't seem that's going to happen any soon. Counteracting magic, the only thing I know of is that, and I'd point at the Mother Stone. I suppose, yeah.
Then I suggest you formulate yourselves a large army.
Yeah, that's not entirely practical.
Question, exactly how do the soul rocks work?
Don't-
Since we're on the subject.
Oh my god.
No one was on that subject.
No one was there.
No
You
one
were
was
the only
talking
one.
about that subject. I don't
Yeah,
know
but we
why
were talking about, and like the Mother Heart, and you were talking about mining soul rocks, and I just kind of...
Astron, do you
made a
really think
connection.
that's the most important thing right now?
Depends. How do they work?
Sorry, he's a recovering drug addict.
TikTok.
I knew it.
Good job.
You'll give us some time, I imagine, to formulate our next moves.
You have as much time until my father returns.
So we should definitely get moving. I'll see you
Yeah.
with the tome, and everything will be fine. And
Don't
everyone will
want
be
the
happy.
toe.
Yeah, it was just to deal with the facilitators. That was it.
Sure,
Yeah.
whatever. Facilitator's tome, doesn't matter. All the
We're
above.
giving up on the
We'll
top.
do it in good.
Cool.
I don't know though.
Well, I.
It just seems that we're like stuck between two choices, and that we're just having to put our trust in either one. They could both fuck us over.
try
Still
doing
within hearing range.
Yes, if you'll excuse us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still.
It was nice talking to you, sir, as I hold out my hand for a handshake.
He turns into his chair and goes back to writing.
I'm gonna start walking away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here.
So, as Astron starts backing away, so do the soul rocks like nullify magic? Is that how it pertains to the whole Mother Stone?
Astron.
Shut up. Shut
Okay,
up.
all right, just all right, okay. We'll put a pin in that conversation as he.
No,
walks
we
back
won't.
over to everyone else.
No one else cares but you.
I'd also lean over to Astron's, tell him, if you continue to ask really dumb questions that make you very suspicious, I'm not gonna cover for you.
I mean, I just want to know about soul rocks. That's it.
Why do you care so much about soul rocks?
I've had dealings with them, and I was kind of curious.
I'm putting my hand over his mouth.
Shut
up.
He is a very large fan of geology, and he particularly likes, well, rocks. It's quite a
Yes,
strange
well-
hobby, but
Not exactly what we need to be talking about right now, is it?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not exactly
I
relevant
mean-
at the moment.
Moving into matters of import. So,
Honestly, I trust these guys a lot more than I trust that fucking Riceland bastard.
Not the language
Wow.
I would use, but I'm also pretty sure he touched me, so I'm inclined to agree with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that. Probably molestation,
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
it. Probably took her right off the ass.
I'm squeezing his face slightly, and
perhaps
then I'm gonna
just
let go.
all this time that happened.
I'm just more worried about Brett Cillian and Arsis than anything.
Who?
Our friends.
Friends of theirs.
Oh.
Yes, well, if we're to help them, it sounds like we may do a lot.
What if we were to do both?
You mean
What?
do the tome and deal with the facilitators?
Yes.
How?
They're not mutually exclusive.
Why?
If one doesn't pan out, we always have the other.
But
Not
don't you think you'd be more pissed if...
Yeah, if we take the tome, they're not gonna.
Escape before, and if that doesn't, and if they try to betray us, well, we betray them.
Using-
Any I can eat, any I can world out there. You get
Wow.
Astron
Nice.
looks over and you get mad at my good boy
Wow.
joke.
Nice.
So you're suggesting we take the tome, which we still don't know where it is.
If we come across it, we don't need to focus on it.
We take the tome and then what? If they don't find us a suitable way out, we do what?
I'm gonna burn it or something.
No, let's not burn it. Keep
Does a
it.
book like that take well to burning, in your estimation?
It's still a book. I don't know.
Okay, but you see, did you not hear what the guy was talking about? The power to take over worlds.
If you're suggesting we keep it, Asteron, no. I don't think that's a good idea either.
I mean, I look to Rykor. You're going to be part of that resistance back in Tillith, aren't you? Going up against Mr. Lagerin? What's his name?
We'll see. That's a matter for another time. What's your point?
I don't know if any of
I
us
mean-
would even be able to use that.
One of us
Just
might.
because the option or the power is available doesn't mean it's the wise decision.
Do you have any idea how powerful that king of yours is? Any idea?
Don't really exactly see him around a lot.
Okay. Well, let's just say I heard from a friend, from another friend, that he's acquired a certain type of power. Type of power that comes from certain something. Name rhymes with a D, or starts with a D, ends with an N, has a G in the middle.
I'm sorry.
Dagger?
Dagger doesn't end with an N.
Dragon!
Oh, yeah.
Dragon! He has the power of a dragon.
It's the power of a dungeon.
Well, Locker.
Oh, yeah, dungeon.
The power
He-
of Dagon.
It's a dragon, everyone. He's particularly powerful. You're not gonna have a chance against him with a measly little revolution. We need.
Never
I'm
said
more
anything
worried
getting
about
involved
having
in
a
the
chance
revolution.
here.
I don't think we should worry. Well, I mean, we need to worry about getting out first.
Fine.
All right. Those of you who are magically inclined, that mother stone over there.
What about it?
I think if we were to take a chunk, it would help even reduce the power.
Would it help reduce the power
Hmm.
of Estelin?
Help reduce the power of Ricelin, if you want. With
If it
instead of
still has its capabilities after being removed, then if the qualities tend to do as it's been boasted, then yes. Being able to get to something that large that's literally floating in the middle of this entire domed area, that becomes a problem.
I mean,
Oh boy.
what I
If
was
it
going to suggest. Go on.
kinda stays the same if you cut bits off. Yes, but that leaves the problems of one, getting it initially. They obviously hold that thing in quite high regard, and two, actually utilizing it.
Okay. Do you want us to just head back and make a different deal that instead of getting passageway out of here, we get a chunk of that?
I
I
wanna
That
get
just
out
leaves
of
us-
here.
That just leaves us on step one again. Then we're just trapped in here.
But then we go and force Ricelin to help us out with the rock.
You're making this way more complicated than it needs
I
to be.
don't like that plan.
Fine.
I'd rather have a reinsured plan than a maybe this will make it a little easier, but maybe it won't.
I'm just saying, if any of you have realized, he can just make us go to sleep like that.
Well,
And that's
Yeah.
without the book.
If we had something that could help us hold him to his end of the deal, it might be worthwhile.
Yeah, but I mean, us having the book, he can just make us go to sleep, and he'll take it. If we try to bargain, make sure that he opens a portal first.
Right, so if we have a chunk of that, maybe it'll help us.
Exactly. So that's my point. We get the chunk of that within the deal, so we have a guaranteed chunk of that instead of getting a reward that we don't want because we're already trying to go back and get our friends. Or your friends.
Make a deal with who to get a chunk of that?
The guy back there!
We already made a deal with him, though.
Yeah, I'm saying we changed the deal. Instead of him helping us get back
We never
to our
technically
plane.
agreed to it.
Look, can I just say that I think we're wasting time?
Yeah, I'd rather
I-
stop wasting time.
Alright. I'll go
I
along
think
with
a
what
chunk
you
of the
guys
stone could be helpful.
It would definitely be helpful, but I don't know how we could get one.
Just saying,
I-
it would be easier to get a deal and make sure
Do
you
you
get
want
it
to
instead
go
of trying to ask.
Just saying,
You wanna go
there's
ask
a
him? We
can
minimal
always
amount
ask
of time before that
we've
big
dealt with these
scary guy comes
facilitators.
back and
Alright.
probably kills us all.
I am with Akiyama. We're wasting time. But ask John. If you want to go ask, sure, go ahead and go ask.
How far
Go-
are we
go
by this
in.
point?
At this point, you guys have been walking. You're almost to the second octane.
I mean,
You want to go?
bit of
you
a
wanna
ways
run
back.
Yeah, it would
Should I
be
go
a
with-
real shame if you had to go walk all the way back on your own.
Fine, I'll stay with you.
So as
That's
you
a good
guys make your approach to the second octane, the two large 30-foot guards standing as resolute pillars next to the monolith that stands behind them. The scene kind of backs away to show all the different giants working within the black mines of Soul Rock before moving further back, the camera going through the completely transparent dome that surrounds the Mother Stone as the camera backs up past the Mother Stone and its eerie purple light before fading to blackness. And that's where we're ending this week.
Cool. My dog wants
Can
to go
someone
for a
tell me
walk.
why I'm still holding this baby?
You still have the baby?
I still have the
I
baby.
was gonna ask whether he took that from us or not.
It's effectively just a prop at this point.
He took the baby.
Oh, he took the
Oh,
baby.
he took the
Okay.
baby.
What,
All
what
right.
was the
Thank
name
God.
What was the rank we're using now? It's Arch.
Arch facilitator, yeah.
Okay.
We no longer are parents.
So
Good
thank you
job.
guys for watching. We will see you guys next time for the next week of Empire of the Failures. 15 at that point.
Empire of mistakes.
Empire of
Osmosis
Osmosis
Jones.
Jones.
Empire of Osmosis Jones. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. Remember, you can follow me at Nightxgamer at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And you can go on there to see all the previous episodes that led up to this point. And along that, other shows that's going live, like the Fire Emblem campaign that's based in 5e, or the other Requiem game, Allies of Justice, where they're just as much as fuck-ups. So, thank you guys for watching, and let's go
Yeah.
ahead and end it with the awesome intro again. So, see you guys
Yeah.
next time. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Da-da-da.